Good evening from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Carvin, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant with Police on the Front Porch. I'll tell you about that before we get started. I've got to get away from here a second. I've got to get Ding Dong Donnie down, and Mitch is trying to come with him. All right, I will be with y'all in a minute. I got to get my paperwork. All right, I'm back in here. Uh, Coming there, uh, Grace came in a while ago and told me, stay in there. I'll hear about it when I get off the air.
Okay.
Uh, Grace came in and told me we have people in the apartment 5. This one lady lives there. She has an English, it looks like a little bulldog. I don't know what the breed is. But her daughter or somebody related to her has a Dachshund. Evidently, they were having an argument from the time they hit the driveway, went into their apartment 5, and have been arguing ever since. And I didn't even know anybody had called the police on them because they were arguing out in the driveway too. So we'll find out later on what that's about. Shit. Got too much to get to. I'm going to start out. We're now at 6.2 million U.S. cases, 188,000 within 45 of being 188,500 cases. It's actually 45 less than that, but that was just a few minutes ago. I went to the Missouri dashboard to look at COVID-19, 92,800 and 802 cases in Missouri. Deaths are at 1,639 here in Missouri. 77 new deaths in 24 hours. And I can guarantee you there will be some Labor Day partying. Looks like from the driveway, it's already gotten started. But the big thing is we're almost at 188,500 Americans dead under Ding Dong Donnie's watch. Or I'm going to start calling him 45. I am really getting pissed about the situation. Let me start at the first and try to get you through this. This is my last day this week. And although I will probably be quite active tonight, tomorrow, I'm going to try to stay off here. I do belong to TikTok now, so I may put out a short to TikTok. I'm on the new computer right now. They put me through hoops to get here. Number one, I'm now covered temporarily by McAfee after being accused of by PC Matic that I was trying to steal from them. When you go to PC Matic, even under a password, the first thing they try to do is sell you a product. They shouldn't be trying to sell me a product. I already have it for my MacBook Air. So I wrote them a letter and I said, I'm going to have to ditch you because virtually they have done nothing. They were, from the time I've had PC Matic on the MacBook Air, if I suspected something was wrong, I would go out, log in, and make out a ticket, or it'll show you that there's buttons where if you've got a problem, push that button. The buttons have never operated. I don't think they're ready for MacBook Air. And so that means in December, I'll be without them. And if it keeps going the way it is, they can sell to somebody else. I'm tired of this after almost a year. And that's in December when it runs out. The $50 that they wanted again, like I was a new account on this HP 15 Windows 10. All right. I've had people get on me because I talk too much about, we talk about what's going on in our lives. And me in particular, you're going to see a jiggling picture because it's, I need to take the legs off this table and re-glue them. It's gotten to where every time I move, it moves, which shakes the monitor. Let me see if I've got a good place to start. I'll read down through it a minute. Oh, ding dong, Donnie. He said yesterday, we are rounding the corner on coronavirus. Really? You whiny little bitch. And you're a whiny little liar. Phony dossier. Horrible, horrible. Poor, pitiful, whiny little bitch. Everybody's after him. Ding Dong Donnie saying Biden asked questions that a child could answer. He's one to be talking. Promising a vaccine days before the election. Well, you dumbass, it wouldn't go into effect. You can't get a bunch of people vaccinated. I've already heard from other medical experts that could take a year and a half. Oh, that's because you want to get your ass back in there to keep your ass from going to prison. You and your AG Barr. Barr went out and lied on Wolf Blitzer and said that there was a case of 1,700 mail-in ballots that were fraud. Nope. From his own people, they said he went unprepared with inaccurate information. The person that committed the fraud was one person. And rightfully, I called him, both of them are a piece of shit. Pieces of shit, excuse me. Ding Dong Donnie, always me. He insults Gold Star families. Just in his own words. Everyone is attacking him with witch hunt again and hoaxes. He doesn't care troops putting their lives on the line. He doesn't care about veterans. He doesn't care about their families or the military. All he does care about is himself. And he would even throw his own family under the bus if it took it to clear him. And why is this current thing, all the shit on his shoes now, hit him so hard? He has no credibility. None. Look back at what this man has done. Of course, the other side, you have to remind them every little thing, like, for instance, that McCain was a loser and then claiming he didn't say it when there's videotape where he did say John McCain was a loser. Uh, on Rachel last night, the Stars and Stripes, uh, and Trump trying to kill it through the Defense Department. The Pentagon was has ordered the Stars and Stripes to shut down for no good reason, and that was from U.S. Today. Uh, a memo orders the publisher of the news organization, which now publishes online as well as in print, to present a plan that dissolves the uh, the Stars and Stripes by September 15th. The last newspaper publication allowed in all forms will be September 30th, 2020. The Stripes ombudsman Ernie Gates told the AP on Friday that shutting down the paper could be fatal interference and permanent censorship of a unique First Amendment organization that has served the U.S. troops reliably for generations. 2 weeks out from the kill date, Donnie relented. Of course, he didn't know this was going on. His own Pentagon now. So we know who ordered it. They don't like this. He doesn't like democracy. He wants to be like his daddy Putin. Why? Because of the discovery. See, it was pressure. Again, the discovery of his dislike of our troops and his remarks about troops. I imagine I call it power of the free press, baby. And you're not going to take that away. My opinion, the timing stinks on this. He's getting rid of the Stars and Stripes quietly through the Pentagon. And what's he do? He gets caught with shit on both feet. So the timing stinks, and that's what had him back off, because he denies, defies, and distracts. Even state TV, Fox News, confirmed the Atlantic story. Also, 45 referred to the former President George H.W. Bush as a loser for being shot down by the Japanese as a Navy pilot in World War II. This time, for the present, seems like their president has stepped in some shit, and it ain't coming off easily. And he didn't even want, and remember, he wanted a parade of our troops, goose stepping down Pennsylvania Avenue. And he did not want the sight of the wounded or the disabled or troops or veterans to be around, because that's not a good look. And Americans don't like that. Your vermin don't like that. Ding Dong Donnie has acted this way throughout his regime, and that is what it is, a regime. We aren't ready for a man who doesn't care and disrespects our troops. No matter what he doesn't apologize. It's not in his vernacular. Already it's a hoax and a witch hunt. First Lieutenant Kenneth Ballard, Gold Star Mother, spoke about the new Vote Vet ad about suckers and losers. 45 is already saying they had to have collusion with the Atlantic magazine. She said, no, that wasn't collusion. They just got their ass busy the second they heard about it and put together the ad. And probably had been up for 24 hours when she was interviewed on Rachel. Let's see, I kind of lost my place here. And the way Donnie feels, there has to be some kind of profit motive. A motive. Why would you go out? See, that's what he is, transactional, and he couldn't figure out any way other than be private bone spurs to stay out of the Vietnam War because there was no profit in it for him. He's a coward. This is a president so disconnected from the people, he thought you had to have an ID just to shop. That's pitiful. Remember that? I do. Do you want a president who doesn't know how to serve or sacrifice? And this is for the Republicans. I'm not preaching to the audience here on this, or or even understand the meaning, unless you do service or sacrifice for him, like A.G. Barr. Then they had an interview or Rachel did, with Major General Paul Easton, U.S. Army, retired vote vets, senior advisor. First, he spoke about Karen Meredith, the Gold Star Mother. And Rachel asked about Trump's telling senior advisors that soldiers missing in action deserve what they got. 45 doesn't deserve where he's at, and it makes it harder for officers to train our troops. With disrespect from this commander-in-chief for our troops. Russia is amplifying the same mail-in voter fraud that Ding Dong Donnie is tweeting about. You can look at the tweets and you look at what they're saying. Same thing. They are totally behind him. And when he was asked yesterday about Navalny poisoning, we haven't had any proof yet. No, Germany said it was a nerve agent. This is not the first time that, remember, I believe it was the journalist that was there that lived in Russia. Putin went after him, nerve agent. But there was no proof of that. With Donnie can't put down his puppet master because puppet master will punish him, won't help him get elected. And anybody that can't see through this bullshit, go have your glasses and your ears checked because something's wrong with you. But what the hell? It's our traditional ally in Germany. What do they know anyway? He went on to say they should be talking about China instead. Deny, defy, and deflect. Republican voters, you see a pattern here? Because if you don't, I'm wondering what planet you're on. Oh, that's about all the bullshit I could stomach. I'm finding when this large news dump, there's going to be times that I follow what Rachel's doing. Opposed Don Lemon has always got a great show. Uh, and I'm seeing this thing moving. Let me get off the table and it'll quit that. All right, we've got a pretty good crowd out there. I would say hello to everybody, but I am glad to see each of you interacting with each other. Uh, I will try to look back down through uh, this chat before, because if I go to editing, I don't get another look at that. Sometimes, even when I play it, sometimes it'll be there in real time for me, but other times it's not. You're never late, Dave. Don't worry about it. All right, that's about all I've got. This is my last day this week. I will probably be at tomorrow night's Blue Dot family meeting. But like I said, even I have to back off a little bit, get into some music, and not be so heavy on continuing on like tomorrow morning. I want some time off from it. And this time, I think that's the best thing for me. As you noticed, this time, when my hair was down, it took a picture. Damn, you never know when this thing's going to do what. Uh, but as always, now I believe we're at, unless it's changed in the last hour or two, 178 subscribers. I won't. I got to pack up that thing. This table is getting too sensitive. But Donnie's the problem with that. That's why it's the way it is. Oh, stay off the table, Randy. I want you to go down and like and share. This group is growing for the Blue Dot family. I do have plans to get that that MacBook Air repaired, put a new battery in it. Eventually, I'm hoping I can have a 2 monitor setup here. I do have an extra port on this Windows uh, 10 that would allow me to install another camera view. So that's what's great about this. I'm still learning about little things with it. For example, I easily can go out on the Mac, uh, download to Facebook a song, and while I'm up there on YouTube doing the song, I can copy the URL and quickly send it or apply it on the post that I've just posted the music. With this one, it's not that easy. I got to figure it out. I think it's probably hold down the control key uh, when I go to do it, but also when I'm up here at YouTube about to do a song, instead of just going, well, it's already, I just click on it and it shows that it's going to share it. And then I hit copy on the Mac and it says that it's on the clipboard. Not so with Windows. Uh, it's probably I'm going to have to left click and copy it at that point and see where it goes, to where when I hit control uh, and put it on the song itself, maybe that will work. We shall see. I don't want people to think that I'm not impressed with this. Uh, this this is good because I'm just going off. Let me see where my power is. I'm at 51%. I started out at 78%. full half an hour or more before the show. So I won't be charging this thing till it gets way low. And I'll probably switch back to the other one later on because I do want to post some music tonight. And there's always personal messengers to get to. I won't take up any more of your time. I don't want any more complaints about. I talk with you people in the chat room, and they're here to get the news and a few other things. I mean, if we don't thank, if John, Leo, or any of us don't thank people for watching the show, then what are we doing out here? I'm not just out here to speak to the people in the blue room. I appreciate every one of you, and you know it. And before I get out of here, uh, I will be putting out the meme. I wanted to mention that Carol Gillens uh, donated, I believe it was on the 1st of September. Thank you, Carol. I got a short note from Brenda Westy that included a donation. Thank you, Brenda, for your donation. And that's what keeps me going is this new laptop. And it's thanks to the Blue Dot family members because that's where this is all coming from. All right. And keep in mind, it's not a requirement. I am a Blue Dot family member, and that's why I'm out here. It's going to take some getting used to. I hadn't seen this shake so much. All I have to do is touch the table and it's wiggling the monitor. All right, I'll get out of here. Go down, like, and share. And if you're new here, subscribe uh, and help grow this family because November 3rd, this is the most important uh, election in a lifetime. I did find out that on August, well, I won't go into that, but I am looking in to being able to mail in ballots for me. Grace just told me today she'd rather go in person. I don't want to go in person if I can do it from home and to deliver the ballot to the election board. Why do I want to take a chance? All right, I'll let you go. I want you to go down, like, and share this shit. We will get through this. Have a good Saturday night, and I'll see you Sunday afternoon or evening. Bye bye. Have a good one. Share this shit.